Get started, man. Can't love like that. Who know that song, man? Shout out to Hovey. Definitely gotta like some Hovey, man. But I'm excited to get started with you guys on this Tuesday. It's Tuesday evening. I'm just excited to have everybody on. And again, what's happening here, guys? We're talking about cryptocurrency. We're talking about what it is, why you should use it, and why it's there. It's that simple. You got we're gonna explain that for you. Okay, so I'm gonna share my screen with you all, right? And let's take a deep dive into cryptocurrency. You got me? And again, as I said before, my name is Jordan Harold. All right, I'm the founder of Blockchain Network, right? I founded a cryptocurrency called the Blockchain Token. It is built on Binance, which is a blockchain, right? And we will examine that and what that means in just a second. But I just want to again just say thank you all for being on. I invite you all more and more and more. Please go ahead and tell your family about this broadcast. Share it. You know, somebody that always wanted to invest in cryptocurrency but never has done it. Please take a second and go ahead and invite them on. And we will continue with this beautiful broadcast. Um, and let's go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and get started. So, before we talk about cryptocurrency, let's talk about this. What is money? Right? What is money? And can anybody answer that for me? Right? If you're in the chat, please go ahead and give me some answers. Talk to me about your thoughts on money. Where does it come from? All those different things. But what is money? Right? We could talk about it in a load of different ways. All right, but let's keep it moving. Okay. Actually, before I get there, let's go back. Okay, if you're on Instagram, but back to this. Okay, money. Okay, again, is something that we put value that the government says this is how much it's worth, and that's what we live by. We live by the dollar. We die by the dollar. We go. It's just paper, guys. It's just paper, and essentially, Robert Kiyosaki calls it fake money. Real money is gold. Again, we're not attached to the gold dollar anymore. Right? There's an old story about that. How there was a reserve gold. We had gold locked up, and these dollars represent a certificate, a bill of a certain amount of gold. Understand money, right? We have to talk about the flow of money, right? Money is currency. That's what we say money is. It is currency. And when we understand that, what does that tell us, right? When we understand that, what's the root word of currency? It's current, right? Meaning money flows, guys. Money flows. It flows, right? And you got to figure out where does it flow, right? Listen, and I'm not going to ever talk about money and not talk about God because all money comes from God. The Bible says all wealth comes from God. So currently, where is the money going to flow? Because we know the money going to go somewhere. We're hearing a lot of stuff in the economy, right? Listen, man. Just take a ride with me about this thing that's about to come up. Okay, but let's look at some more stuff. All right. So as we look at it, the flow of money, right? So again, if value decreases in one place, it's going to increase somewhere else. That's how money flows, right? The money is stagnant. It is depleted. It must stay in circulation for an economy to be successful. So if we're not spending money, money gonna go away. All right. I need you to understand that. Right? So that's really key, right? Because participation in the economy, in the financial markets, is keys for the success of a people, of a community, of a kingdom. You feel me? All my kingdom goers now. You believe in Christ now. Listen, I'm talking to you about something. I'm talking to you about something. You got me? So let's keep it moving. Let's keep it pushing. You got me? So now let's talk about cryptocurrency. All right, now we didn't talk about some money. Okay. Now I want to talk to you guys about cryptocurrency. And this is a really fun subject for me because all it is a digital money. All right. Let me make sure y'all feeling me on this. Okay. I need y'all to understand something. All cryptocurrency is digital money. People ask, is it real? Yes, it is real. You've already been prepared for it. You probably don't even use cash no more. You probably use your credit card, use your debit card, use whatever. You got me? You have to understand something, okay? Cryptocurrency is digital money. Don't think nothing else, okay? It's digital money, okay? That the banks have no control over, that the government has no control over. That's why it was created. We spoke a little bit earlier about money and who controls the value, right? U.S. government. We just follow along, right? But cryptocurrency is actually controlled by who? The community, by people. We can actually set the value. We can create the value in what we decide to use as currency. Do you guys understand it now? Hope that makes sense. So if we flow our dollars into this digital asset or this digital money, what do you think will happen? The value of it will go up. Instead of being in the hands of the government or whatever, what can we do together? Okay? And continue to invite people on, like and subscribe to this channel. Like and subscribe a lot. You got me? Because I'm doing it on here because, again, cryptocurrency is something that God is going to use. And I'm proud to be a part of Operation Kingdom International, which gives me the platform to speak about wealth, cryptocurrency, and everything concerning blockchain technology. So we're on here to talk about financial literacy in terms of decentralized financial literacy. Okay, they call it DeFi, but it's decentralized finance. I know I said a nice little mouthful, but you're gonna understand what it is in just a second. Blockchain. Blockchain itself is the superpower behind cryptocurrency, right? Blockchain is like a digital ledger that records all transactions. Cryptocurrency, right? The reason why cryptocurrency is so important, again, is because it's secure. We're talking about quick transactions, low fees. Again, I spoke to you guys about sending money way across the world. It happens in seconds, right? It happens in a matter of seconds, and it will just be done at lightning speeds just like that through the press of a button, as long as you got an internet connection. We don't got to go to Western Union. We don't got to wait for the banks. We don't got to do none of that now, right? We have our own decentralized way of transacting with each other in a community of people. A long time ago, the families that founded our community had to trade with each other to get the resources that they needed, okay? The milkman would trade with the farmer for eggs. The hunter would trade meat for the tailor's clothes, and so on, all right? The confidence and trust between the craftsmen and the farmers in the community began to grow. So they would make promises and they would do IOUs, right? I'm gonna give you 2 chickens in return for 6 eggs next week, right? This is some stuff that they would say. So this is what they started to do. They did IOUs and people really started to trust it. And that was an okay thing, except we ran into a problem. And again, the ledger keeper himself was the problem because he started to manipulate the system. The ledger keeper was the problem. The ledger keeper was supposed to keep record of every transaction. But because he had access to everything, he manipulated the entire system. He manipulated it, right? So what does that mean? Right? So he started to use it for his own benefit. He would charge a fee for every promise made. So every IOU, every time we would do a transaction and give it to this ledger keeper, he would just charge us a fee, right? That sound like something to me. Sound like something, right? And the thing is, nobody else can see the book anymore. Nobody else can see the ledger because this guy had it. So he could say whatever and manipulate it and change stuff due to bribes. Again, because of the fact that he controlled it. So we put too much power in the hands of this ledger keeper, right? So we gotta make sure that we get the power back. And the thing is, how do we do that? Well, what did they do? They decided, right, to come together as a community and say, you know what? We're going to create a new system, right? And as we create this new system, let me make sure I move my head out the way so y'all can see the story in case some of y'all are readers. You got me? Some of y'all are readers, okay? But in order to create this new system, they had to band together, guys. They had to make up in their mind that that's what they wanted to do. So every Sunday, the entire community will come together and compare ledgers to make sure that everything tallied up, right? So sometimes one family's ledger would contain different information from the rest of the community. Now, this was a problem, right? So in this case, we would compare all ledgers to reach a consensus on which information was correct. Meaning, if you got a book of records and I got a book of records, and we find some discrepancies or some things wrong, we got to find a way. The more people that had the correct thing, or the more people that had a certain type of information, that was right. But how do we know what's real? How do we know what really is right? Right? But with everyone in the community having their own copy of the ledger, it became impossible for one person to manipulate the system. The community had finally found a way to trade fairly and securely. The same principles applies to the blockchain. It is a decentralized and distributed system that allows for secure, transparent, and tamper-proof transactions. In the blockchain, real-world assets can be represented as well as currencies, i.e. cryptocurrency, which is the most common application used on the blockchain. Right? So I want you guys to understand that. I need you guys to. And what does it mean? You heard me say distributed, decentralized ledger. What do those two words mean? Right? Distributed meaning that it's literally all over the world. It's a global community of people. Right? You can check these in these notes. Okay? Let's read it. Right? A blockchain is decentralized because there's no central authority that controls the network. There's not one person controlling what happens or what goes on. Instead, the network is powered by a global community of users who work together to verify and approve all transactions. Anyone can join and participate in blockchain. Anybody can join and participate in this economy on a global scale at any moment, any time, and any second, just with a phone and an internet connection, right? Distributed means that the ledger is not stored in one central location, that it can't be hacked or manipulated. Instead, it is spread out across multiple computers and nodes around the world, again, at verified transactions. That means that we can all look at a blockchain. We can all just take a look at it and we can see what transactions actually took place. I could pull up blockchain transactions right now, and there's no way somebody can lie about a transaction being on the blockchain. That's why cryptocurrency is so important. Because if I can send you money, there's no, oh, it's pending. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. People like to say a whole bunch of stuff. You know what I mean? People like, it's coming. I sent it. I don't know what's going on. Nah, there's no way you can do that on a blockchain. What does that do, guys? It brings back trust. It brings back true circulation. It brings back security for people, especially in places where trust isn't really there, nor is circulation. Well, cryptocurrency gives us the opportunity to bring that back to our communities, underprivileged communities across the world, especially communities of color, because we know that that's where a lack of trust mainly is. That's where a lack of circulation really is, right? We talk about the circulation of the dollar. Well, even for example, in the black community, it barely circulates maybe one time, right? So this is some things that we want to change in underprivileged communities globally, right? And we can do this through cryptocurrency, right? So let's keep moving forward, okay? But I want to talk about this crypto superstar, all right? I want to talk about this crypto superstar. Everybody knows about Bitcoin. Bitcoin is, Bitcoin that, Bitcoin is. Now, a lot of people thought that Bitcoin is the only cryptocurrency. Well, let me tell you this, it is the cryptocurrency. Bitcoin itself is the crypto is probably it's the first ever cryptocurrency ever made. It was made in about 2008, and the value of it is this. Let me explain this to you, right? So the value, right? One, it's not like the US dollar because the USD, we know that we can print it over and over and over again. When it comes to cryptocurrency or Bitcoin specifically, let me say that because there are different types of cryptocurrency, right? There are cryptocurrencies around the world, right? Thousands of coins and tokens that have already been created, including the blockchain token, right? Got to do that shameless plug. But understanding that Bitcoin is the coin. It's been around the longest. Everything stems from Bitcoin. So you may hear the term called altcoin. It's everything that's not Bitcoin. That's what an altcoin is. Okay? Everything that's not Bitcoin. So there's only 21 million Bitcoin in the world ever created. Ever. So, which means this: how many people are in the world, guys? Let me ask you this question. Right? Let's just talk for a minute. Okay. How many people are in the actual world today? Does anybody know? If you know, please put it in the chat. Do me a favor and just put it in the chat. If you gotta Google it, go Google it. If you gotta Google it, Google it. How many people are in the world? It's about 9 billion now, right? I believe so. It's about 9 billion now. So when we look at that, let me turn this. Sorry about that. It's about 9 billion now. So when we talk about this, right? And I see Brandon, I see you saying, wish we could have gone deeper. Yeah, I understand, man, but that's why we're doing this. So Brandon says 8 billion, right? Brandon says 8 billion. Does anybody else know? All right, it's getting close to 9 billion now. But when we talk about this, there's only 21 million Bitcoin, guys. There are more millionaires than there are Bitcoin. Can somebody Google how many millionaires there are in the world for me? Just Google it. And hundreds of millionaires are being, thousands of millionaires are being made every single year now. Just consistently, millionaires are popping up out of nowhere, right? Now, as a dollar loses its value, and you have this thing called Bitcoin, and there's only X amount of it. If money is placed there, the value of it is going to go up drastically. That's why we've seen it. If we look at it from years past, this thing was once cents. It was $8. Today, this thing is worth about $40,000, guys. $40,000. And not a lot of people are in Bitcoin at all. Not a lot of people are even in cryptocurrency. Matter of fact, I think about 70 something percent of Americans have heard about cryptocurrency, right? Have heard about crypto at all, but guess how many of them actually know anything about it or don't think it's a scam? Maybe like 10% of that percentage, right? Maybe like 2% actually have purchased cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, etc. Right? These are the numbers I'm throwing out there, but they're very close. Now, these are ballpark things. Don't quote me on that, but I'm telling you that it's around and in there. So understanding that about Bitcoin and the power of cryptocurrency as a whole is super big. So Bitcoin itself, we actually have a grand opportunity for Bitcoin, yeah. I'm just gonna put that out there. Yeah, I can't tell you more than enough. It's used as a store value, right? We're in a very interesting time because even now we have certain companies just involved in it. We have BlackRock, one of the biggest financial institutions in the world. We have Fidelity, right? Everybody know what Fidelity is, all right? And if you don't know what Fidelity is, please go look at it. You need to go look at it because it's something that you need to know about. Bitcoin, guys, this symbol right here, get familiar with it because you're going to hear more of it. You've been hearing more of it, and the thing is, it's still early, guys. It's still early. It's super early. It's so early. You have a grand opportunity right now if you haven't invested already, right? And I just tell people stick to the basics because you have Bitcoin, you have Ethereum, and then you have, you got things like XRP. You got all these different cryptocurrencies, but you have, if you go to coinmarketcap.com, you can see the top 10. Okay, I wouldn't go past. Um, I really, for anybody just getting started, I would stay in Bitcoin. I'm just gonna be transparent. Bitcoin, or if you don't understand cryptocurrency and you just want to invest, I'm telling you right now, Bitcoin is a sound investment for these specific reasons, right? People can talk about this volatility, but the thing is, it's a store of value, and financial institutions are running to it. Financial institutions are trying to get ahead of what we have going on, or the cryptocurrency market, period, right? Bitcoin has now moved to a top 10 asset in the world by market capitalization. Bitcoin is going up continuously, and as people are finding more and more value in it, used as a store value. Again, we talk about the way money flows, right? We've seen money flow to Bitcoin. At one point, it was at 60,000 a couple years ago. But we also saw the money flow into another area. And we have a grand opportunity to watch that flow of money. If you just go look at times past and what has happened during the halving, we're coming up on what's called the halving. The halving means the amount of Bitcoin that can be mined at one time, mean pulled into circulation at one time, is going to be cut in half. Every time that happens, every 4 years, we see a massive spike in Bitcoin. And this is the first time that we'll see financial institutions like BlackRock and Fidelity get in on it. They're already making changes to allow banks to get in on it as well. And the banks have told you time and time again not to invest in crypto. But now you see them talking about it, right? How many of you know that JP Morgan and Chase is developing their own crypto? I mean, that's what I've seen. Maybe I'm wrong, but I've seen it. I've read it. You got me? So that's just a little bit more about that. You got me? But let's talk about how to buy cryptocurrency. The thing is, man, you can buy it in a nice amount of places. You know what I mean? Nowadays, today, you can get cryptocurrency on your phone using your Cash App. You got me? We can talk about where to store it now. That's another conversation. You got me? That's a completely other conversation. But you can use your Cash App to go get some Bitcoin. I do it. You know, I may store it in what's called a cold wallet, right? I actually happen to have it in my pocket. Look at God, yeah. Look at God. But this is a cold wallet where we'll be storing our cryptocurrency. It's like a little USB drive, right? You see it. This is a Ledger Nano. You got me? If you see it, you probably can't see it. I'm got that all the way over there. But that's for anybody that maybe wants to get one. And I'll be doing more of these to talk about it. But I need you guys to understand what's going on, man. Shout out to everybody on Instagram. Shout out to everybody on YouTube. Continue to share this broadcast. Please like and subscribe to this channel. Like and subscribe right now. If you haven't done it already, do me a favor. Like and subscribe ASAP. It's super important that we get this channel's views up. And I'll be sharing other channels as well that I need you to follow for all crypto education, AI education, financial literacy, DeFi literacy, so on and so forth. Just do me a favor and subscribe right now. Subscribe. All right. But yeah, so that was a lot about crypto. You know, and I know I kind of went through the basics, right? But it's important that you guys just really get the foundation of it. At the end of the day, that is what it's about, right? So what we can do is a quick recap, and then I'm gonna open it up to some questions if you guys have any, and I can continue to talk about Bitcoin, and I'm also going to share a little bit about blockchain towards it as we're finishing up. Okay. So again, let's do a quick recap. Okay. So again, I'm Jordan Harold, giving you some reasons why you should invest in cryptocurrency and giving you a one-on-one on crypto and everything that it stands for, right? I'll be doing more and more of these consistently, so be on the lookout. We are coming out with a Learn to Earn platform at the Blockchain Network to allow you guys to learn what cryptocurrency is. But guess what? You'll also be able to earn some cryptocurrency while you learn. Now that is amazing because you'll be able to learn how to transact, how to use it in modules, right? That you will be able to purchase or use your rewards from the cryptocurrency, rewards of the cryptocurrency to purchase, right? So that is a big thing when you actually learn how to transact crypto and receive it, and that'll be through the utilization of the blockchain token, right? Giving us more utility, meaning more value. If I could tell you how you can add how valuable cryptocurrency is, well, why is our dollar value valuable again? Is because of the usage, right? So if people use cryptocurrencies, people use it, it's going to go up. And the thing is, what is it being used for? Bitcoin itself is being used as a store of value, right? We have the blockchain token that can be used on an educational platform to increase your education, so on and so forth. But what else is it being used for? I can tell you more about that another time. But I need you to understand that it's all about use case, right? And also uh, the supply and demand, guys. Bitcoin again is a store of value. It's 8 billion people in the world. If 21 million people put their money there, guess what? It's $21 million that thing is going to go up to, right? And I need you guys to understand that. Like it's more millionaires than there are Bitcoin. The value is going to continue to increase because it's proven as a store of value. And we have trillions of dollars flowing into Bitcoin even as we speak. They're just going to do it. They're applying for it. They're being very open with it. It's not a joke. It's not a game. They just gonna get it done. You got me. So again, going back to this, let's go through a quick recap. All right. So why invest in cryptocurrency? Right. Understanding what money is. Money is exactly what we say it is. Money is what the U.S. government says it is. Okay. That's all it is, right? It's paper money. Essentially, it's fake money, but we use it and we add value to it because we do what? We use it, right? It's printed all the time, so it decreases in value. That's why our bills going up. That's why our milk going up. That's why the food going up, et cetera, and et cetera, right? Money is what we say it is, right? The flow of money, understanding that money just flows. We have to understand that it flows in one sector, then if it depletes in one area, it's going to go up in another area, right? We have to understand that 100%. So it's not about, because it's going to continue to flow, right? It's going to continue to flow. We look at uh, science and we talk about participate. I mean, I'm sorry, I said participation, precipitation, condensation, evaporation, et cetera, et cetera. The water is continually recycled. You got me? It's continually reused. It's the same thing with money. It's gonna go in just a different area and it's gonna come back around. Now, how long a dollar is gonna be around is one thing. Now, the dollar will change, right? It will change into a digital asset. Right? It already is. They have USDT, they have USDC, US dollar coin, but the value of it in itself is because we print it all the time, it's gonna go down. You got me? That's just what it is, the value of it. But moving forward, again, we got to participate in the economy. Uh, Economy participation is key. Financial participation is key as we move forward. Again, cryptocurrency is digital money secured by special codes, right? On what we call a blockchain, right? The blockchain keeps it safe and secure. And it's like having a ledger that records all transactions, meaning that and everything is on there. You can't take back a transaction. You can't get a refund. Once it's done, it's done. Once you send it, it's sent. And everybody can see it, everybody can look at it, and nobody can lie to anybody because everybody has access to it. Again, if blockchain was a railroad, cryptocurrency is the train. Okay? So I hope that makes sense. I'm gonna say it one more time. If blockchain was the railroad, cryptocurrency is the train. So understand that when we talk about blockchain technology, so on and so forth. Okay, and again, the buzz about it, like I said, using cryptocurrency is secure. We're talking about quicker transaction, lower fees, and it gets stuff done immediately. And the value continues to go up in certain cryptos like Bitcoin because of the use case. So if you want to understand cryptocurrency and what determines the value, look at use case. Think about how many there is in supply, and what it'll be used for continuously throughout its existence. What is the company doing, right? It's like when we look at stocks. Who's looking at the company or who's behind the company, right? What are their plans for the future? What do they want to do? What do they want to build, right? If they want, thank you. They want to do AI. What do they want to do, right? So you have to understand that all these things go into play when it comes to cryptocurrency, right? I keep going, right? We also have I'm sorry, yeah. Blockchain made simple. Okay, well, I told you the story. All right, some people had to figure out a way of recording all these transactions they had. They had to figure out a way to make sure that they kept track of all these IOUs, and they started to have and trade, and they wrote it down in their little books. But they decided to appoint somebody who manipulated the system, right? So he had realized he had a lot of power and could even charge extra. He can be the middleman and take more money from people than necessary because he the one that could see everything that was going on and nobody else could. Okay? He could charge more, he can change what happened, how it happened, etc., etc. And this caused a big problem for the community, so it had to be solved. Okay, with it being solved, the community came together and they compared ledgers. But what the best thing to do, right? It's like if that what they would do is they would just meet in. It's like meeting in. Let me explain this. Blockchain is like meeting in town square, and it's a really big wall or really big ledger that allows you to see every transaction, right? To record everything, so nobody can lie, so nobody can cap, so nobody can cap, so nobody can cap. All right, it's important that you know that. Important that you know that. All right, so again, it's decentralized and distributed everywhere. So again, nobody can lie. It's out of control of the government. It's out of control of the banks. It's for your benefit. Cryptocurrency, blockchain technology, period, is made for a community. I want to harp on this for a second because again, community is so big, guys. Community, when we can talk about communities of color, but we also can talk about the world community. But better yet, we can talk about the community of the kingdom of God. If you're a kingdom goer, if you're a believer, understand that this is not something we need to be scared of. It's something that we need to utilize and that we need to move forward with because of its benefit for the kingdom. You got me? And I'm very confident that the blockchain token will be a very big proponent of that through the grace of God. You got me? I must share that because that's the mission. You got me? So again, Bitcoin is a superstar, guys. It's the superstar. Right? It's gonna keep going up. It's gonna keep doing what it does because Bitcoin has been in the game for so long. It was around even, they talk about the black market. They talk about so much, but the U.S. government has had Bitcoin since 2013, guys. They seized in Bitcoin and sold it to billionaires. They've been doing this for a minute. Okay, we're late. We're late to the party, and we need to get on it. So, if you want to start, right, I encourage you to put $20 in Bitcoin. Use Cash App, right? You can use Coinbase. Again, I didn't really get to a lot of places where you can buy crypto, but use Cash App. They have things like Coinbase. These are like exchanges. I do refer for you guys to get what's called a cold wallet. I'll talk about that in later discussions in another video. But an exchange is okay, meaning Coinbase. You can even buy it on Robinhood, man. It's there for the everyday or new person getting into crypto. Trust Wallet is great. I love Trust Wallet for right now, anyways. There may be changes just due to a lot of stuff that's happened with Binance. But again, I know a lot of you don't even know what I'm talking about because it's for crypto 101. You just trying to know, you just trying to learn about crypto. But you can buy it in Cash App. You can even buy it on PayPal, guys. You can buy it on PayPal. You got me? Now, later I'll talk about more secure ways to keep your crypto away from banks or financial institutions because even Coinbase and some of these places, they have too much access, and that's how I'll put it. They have too much access to keep you from transacting, right? We've seen it with stocks. We've seen it with a couple of different things where people were not able to transact or take out their funds, and we don't want that happening. Okay, so be on the lookout to learn more about what we're talking about with cryptocurrency, all things Bitcoin, all things blockchain, all things crypto. Again, that was just some ways to buy it. Now, if we have any questions, right before I end, I'm gonna go ahead and invite everybody to do any questions. Okay, I was asked that, do you think that Bitcoin will serve as digital gold to the world CBDCs? All right, Brandon, I'm gonna tell you this: Bitcoin is already considered digital gold, man. It's already considered digital gold. You know what I mean? Like that. I think that's very interesting to ask that, but I think that in a lot of it's already considered digital gold. It just is. BlackRock, and to everybody, like again, it's so many people that kind of been in this game. They've had some skin in this for a minute. Bitcoin just not going nowhere. They even got it to where you can build on a chain now. The BVS, etc. It's a lot happening with Bitcoin. So I don't think it's going anywhere. I just don't think it is gold, right? It just is. You got me. And if you're on Instagram, please go to the YouTube. The link is in my bio. Like and subscribe to this page, guys. You will be seeing more of me concerning cryptocurrency. And also, I want to go ahead and talk to you guys a little bit about the cryptocurrency I founded. Okay. And that is called blockchain. All right. So, blockchain is a cryptocurrency. And I spoke about it a little bit earlier in the beginning of the video. But blockchain is a cryptocurrency meant to make true effective change in underprivileged communities across the world. Well, what does that mean? All right, what does it mean, right? If you want to learn more, you can go to our website, right, at blockchain.io. All right, so you can go to our website, you can check it out. Please join our Discord. We have a beautiful community. We have a beautiful shop. For those of you that have seen or been a part of the NFT Fashion Showcase, we'll be doing more events. But the blockchain token in the blockchain network, period, right? Our goal is to build our own blockchain to really help people in the community, right? We believe that we can create a more inclusive, equitable, and efficient financial system that benefits everybody, regardless of your background or financial standing. And in doing this, if we have a blockchain that we can use to where 10% of every purchase of each token, right? So it's a principle of tithing for all those kingdom believers, right? Of each token goes to the community at large, these underprivileged communities, communities of color, anywhere where there is turmoil, lack of resources, etc. We can use that to rebuild and bring circulation back to those communities with ease. With ease. If we're all on this chain building and doing different things, buying, selling, creating, because we have things like non-fungible tokens that I didn't even talk about. We have, which are NFTs, right? You heard me say the NFT Fashion Showcase, guys. We did an entire showcase showing how when you can go right to an event, you can go to one of our events, and guess what you can do, guys? You can watch a fashion show, get educated on cryptocurrency, blockchain, AI, and whatever. But you can also purchase a real life NFT that's walking down a runway. Right? I'm talking about fashion pieces that designers actually made that allow you to walk down the runway. You got me? And this is some of them I'm about to show you. I'm about to show you, right? Look at this right here. Crochet by Miss J. You got me? You can go buy that right now for cryptocurrency. That is an NFT, guys. Right now, the thing that you're looking at, that is an NFT. Now, you're going to get a real physical piece with it, but it's an NFT, non-fungible token. All that means that, right, it cannot be replicated. It cannot be duplicated, meaning it's non-fungible. So it just can't be made over again. It's only one token like that. That's all it means. That's all it means. It's like a digital copyright, digital footprint, digital signature that says this is the original thing and nobody else has it. That's all it means. Okay? Right? But you could these are real stuff. We're not talking about just digital stuff. This will be how we transact and buy things with this ledger, with our cryptocurrency. Right? You can buy this right now via cryptocurrency. Right, as you can see, you connect your wallet. There's a wallet that's called MetaMask, Coinbase wallet that I mentioned a little bit earlier, I believe. You have Wallet Connect where you can connect your different wallets, which are like Trust, etc. You got me? You can just connect your wallet. You got me? This is stuff that's out here, guys. It's out here. You know, if anybody wants to buy my AI NFT as an NFT, I already purchased it, so you can't have it. Of course, I will purchase my own NFT, right? But this is just me showcasing something, right? Let me also show you something from DH1 Apparel. This is for my first NFT fashion showcase. We'll have more. This outfit is an NFT, guys. You guys may have seen this on my page, right? But you literally have an NFT as a jumpsuit. That's dope. And this thing light up in the dark. You got me. You can buy it right now. And the original, when we set the price, guys, it was about 400 because of the market and the way money is flowing right now to cryptocurrency. Look at it. It went up to 600 bucks. It went up to 600 bucks. Right? So whoever would have bought this NFT or held it, the value would have went up instantly. Right? Because it's the original copy. How many of us want to have the original piece of something? Right? When we talk about 15 Balenciagas ever made, right? The one bag is only 5 of them. How much is that? How much is it? Right? How bad do you want it? And then how valuable does it become because no one else creates it? It's the power of an NFT. Okay? That's the power of it. All right. So this is just showcasing our whole mission is to showcase what it would be like, right, for people to actually engage in this space, especially our communities. Right? This is from an actual fashion show. Listen, y'all. Listen, man, this was earlier this year, at the Arts Warehouse in Delray Beach, Florida, June 2023. It was amazing. And we're going to do more of them. Atlanta be looking out for us, okay? We're going to do another one here in West Palm Beach, right? Because this is where we at. But I need you guys to understand something. This stuff is here and it's not going nowhere. And we'll continue to have events. I'll continue to do lives. We'll continue to do different things to show you guys why decentralized finance is so important. Also give you an understanding of financial literacy as a whole, money as a whole, so we can get to a place where we fully understand this stuff because we are behind and we don't need to be behind, right? Underprivileged communities are behind. I know the black community is definitely behind, and the church community is behind. And we will advance, 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 and we will share this with everybody because it's super important for the world to know the stuff so we can create a whole new world economy using the blockchain ecosystem, the blockchain token, and also education. Because at the end of the day, if you're not educated, you can't do nothing. The Bible says, my people perish because of lack of knowledge. And we want to make sure you have the knowledge so you can apply it and use wisdom so you can get an understanding. Now, all you're getting, get an understanding. And listen, and anytime I'm on, I'm going to talk about the Bible because at the end of the day, all wisdom comes from God, right? And the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. So I appreciate you all for joining me. God bless you. If you haven't liked and subscribed this page, please go ahead and do it. Just do it for me. Just subscribe right now. Share this broadcast with a friend. I will be downloading this and posting this at another premiere date later. We may clean up some things because we know we had some technical difficulties, but I thank y'all for hanging with me. I thank you for being with me. I love you all. And I'm going to pray. You feel me? Because that's what I do. Yeah, that's what we do. That's what I'm taught to do. So, dear Heavenly Father, I just thank you for this broadcast. I thank you for your people. I pray that the information given bless them. I pray that the information given that they take with them, that you be with them and showing them and give them revelation concerning crypto, concerning blockchain, concerning your kingdom, and also concerning them, Father. May they go with wisdom, peace. I come against backlash and retaliation of the enemy against this broadcast. May your love be here. May your peace be with them. And may you cover them. In Jesus' mighty name I pray. Amen. Listen, thank you all for being on. Again, I appreciate you all. I will be posting a link for anybody that wants to donate to the Blockchain Network or the Blockchain Foundation. We appreciate you all for joining. But besides that, man, God bless. And I'll speak to y'all all soon. All right? Peace. Peace. Love. How you do it? He said peace, love, and soul. Can't look like that. For anyone that doesn't know God, it's the first one. It's your opportunity to sing this with me. Holy Spirit, come.